Hi guys, today I'm doing another book collection. So I know that I did a Goosebumps book collection, and then I did a series of Unfortunate Events book collection. And now I'm doing a Harry Potter book collection. So to have all 5 of the books, well, after I reviewed all of the films from 2001 for 2011. There was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, aka the Sorcerer's Stone. And then Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Then there was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Then there was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Then there was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Then there was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And they put the last book into like 2 parts. Yeah, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and then Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. The first part came out in 2010, then the second one came out in 2011. So, today I'm going to do a book collection after all the 5 movies, the 5 books after all the films. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone was about how Harry first arrived at Hogwarts. He met 2 friends named Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. He lived with the Dursleys in Privet Drive, like Dudley, Petunia, and Vernon. And he learned about Lord Voldemort. He learned about Lord Voldemort, the one who killed his parents, and in the school, he learned about all the teachers, all the professors at the Hogwarts school, like Dumbledore, McGonagall, Hagrid, Felix Snape, and Professor Quirrell, and Argus Filch, and 4 sorting houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. And so Harry gets accepted into Gryffindor along with friends Ron and Hermione. So now they're in school and they teach classrooms. It's on Halloween. There's this troll that was let out, and Harry suspected it was Snape. During the Quidditch match, someone had tried to kill him. They suspected it was Snape. Hagrid didn't believe them, nor did Professor McGonagall, and she called them out for sneaking out during the night. And on this night, Harry discovered it was actually Professor Quirrell who was trying to kill him. And he revealed that he has a face of Lord Voldemort on the back of him, and then Harry defeated him. And there was a Sorcerer's Stone in the second film, and then Gryffindor won the House Cup, and then he heads back home on the train. But he's not really going home. In the second film is about Harry is again living with the Dursleys, and then he meets this house elf named Dobby. And then he warns him not to go back to Hogwarts, even though he wants to. Then he gets rescued by Ron Weasley and his brothers, Fred and George. That's right. Once they get there, their parents are very upset because they used their father's car to sneak out during the night. So now they go to Diagon Alley, and he meets up with Ron and Hermione, and they meet this new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher named Gilderoy Lockhart. And to mention again in the first film, I forgot to mention, they had this arch enemy named Draco Malfoy. This one he appears again, he's tormenting Harry again. And at this time they meet like the father of him, Lucius Malfoy. And so they're able to get on the train, but this time Harry and Ron cannot go because someone's stopping them. So they use the car to get back, and then they get in trouble for this. It's now this year in school, some terrible things began happening. The students began getting petrified. Clint Hermione and Sir Headless Nick and Argus Focus Cats. At first suspected it was him. It was Harry, and then they realized it was someone else. And Harry can speak Parseltongue. Something happened during the Quidditch match, which of course it was Dobby. and then the snake, this basilisk, has captured Ginny Weasley. And Professor McGonagall had told them that there were 4 people, members of the houses: Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Helga Hufflepuff, and Rowena Ravenclaw. At the Chamber of Secrets, Professor McGonagall explained that it's the home of a monster, and the heir of Slytherin is the only one that can control it. They suspected it was Malfoy, and Harry suspected it was Hagrid. Harry did a flashback. He entered for a flashback for the journal of Tom Ravello Riddle, the past version of Lord Voldemort. And then Harry and Ron discovered that Gilderoy Lockhart is actually a fraud. Enter the Chamber of Secrets. And Lockhart's memories got erased. And then Harry finds Ginny Weasley knocked out. And then Tom comes and he reveals that he was the one who manipulated Ginny to write the strange writings on the walls. And he reveals that he's the past version of Lord Voldemort. He reveals that Lord Voldemort is his future. He put Tom Ravello Riddle, then he put I am Lord Voldemort. That he controls the basilisk to kill Harry, but Harry killed the snake. Then Harry destroyed the memory of Tom Ravello Riddle. Then Ginny wakes up and she apologizes for what happened. Now, the next day in the office, Harry and Ron were confronted by Dumbledore for breaking so many school rules. And then he thanked them for what happened. And they welcome Rubius Hagrid back. And I also forgot to mention, they also met Aragog, a spider who told them that Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets. And the third film, there was like an assistant who worked for like Lord Voldemort. Someone who worked for him. So now Harry's back again with the Dursleys, and this time he blows up his aunt. Their aunt, yeah, he blows up their aunt. He says some weird things about his parents. Then Harry left on the train, and he learned about the criminal, the prisoner from Azkaban, Sirius Black. A murderer who broke out of Azkaban is coming after to kill Harry. So Harry goes to the Leaky Cauldron because he got in trouble for using magic outside of school. And he meets up with his friend Harry and Ron and Hermione again. And Ron's father, Mr. Weasley, warns Harry that he's in grave danger because Sirius Black is coming out to kill him. So on the train, Dementors come and they attack. Then a new teacher named Remus Lupin appears and sends the Dementor away. And then they arrive at school, and Remus Lupin himself, the same guy on the train, was welcomed as the new defense against the dark arts teacher. So they're using new spells, and Harry learns how to defend against a Dementor. Sirius Black is snuck into Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and Harry learned that he betrayed James and Lily Potter, his parents. He betrayed one of their friends, Peter Pettigrew. So he sold the Potters to Lord Voldemort, and he also learned that Sirius is his godfather. And then now, so potion classroom, they learn about werewolves. And so they go to Trick and Check, and guess who was there? Sirius Black. But however, he wasn't the murderer like they claimed he was. He wasn't the murderer. It was actually Peter Pettigrew, a person who was in the form of a rat, Ron's rat, Scabbers. So he turned back into Peter Pettigrew. We're about to kill him, so Harry had stopped them. I know Sirius and Lupin were there, and they knocked Snape out, and then once they hit out at nighttime, he transformed into the werewolf. Then Sirius transformed back into the Animagus, like the dog and that stuff, and then no. And then Harry and Sirius were attacked by the Dementors. Sirius was sent to Azkaban, and the next morning at the hospital, Harry and Hermione tell Dumbledore that they have gone in the wrong man. So they travel back in time to save Sirius. So they do. And then Harry gets a new broom. So the fourth film, he's not living with the Dursleys this time. This time he's having a dream about the baby version of Lord Voldemort, along with Peter Pettigrew, whom they call his Wormtail. There's another guy named Barty Crouch Jr. in a house, in a room, and they're having a meeting. And Harry's having a dream about it. And then Harry gets them back to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Also, that's right, I forgot to mention there was a tent, and that they were in the game, and then the Death Eaters came and attacked. These people are the ones who worked for Lord Voldemort, and so at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, there was a new teacher named Professor Mad-Eye Moody. Alistair Moody, that's right. He used potions. He's drinking potions. And Harry's name gets put into the Goblet of Fire. And he gets chosen as a Triwizard Champion. They had a ball dance, and there was Cedric Diggory and Victor Crumb. And then they head for the lake, and then that was the final test, the final game. So here it goes with Cedric Diggory, and so they got sent to the graveyard, where Peter Pettigrew was waiting for them, along with the baby version of Lord Voldemort. He was waiting for them. Then Peter Pettigrew was killing Lord Voldemort. And then Peter Pettigrew raised Lord Voldemort. He raised so all the Death Eaters arrived, and one of them was revealed to be Draco Malfoy's father, Lucius Malfoy. Now here's a deal with Lord Voldemort. Then he gets them back to Hogwarts and discovers that Cedric Diggory has been dead. So Harry goes to Alastor Moody's room and he finds out that he's the one who put his name on the Goblet of Fire. He bewitched crime. And he's about to attack him until the professors appear, and then they learn something about him, that it wasn't the actual Alastor Moody. The real one was inside the box. And then he transfers back into Barty Crouch Jr., the same one that Harry saw in the flashback of the movie. That he got sent to Azkaban, the same one. And now he got sent back to Azkaban, and so now they do a trial to Cedric Diggory, who got murdered by Lord Voldemort, as Harry claimed. So the fifth film, Harry's sent back to living with the Dursleys. And he and Dudley get attacked by the Dementors, so he uses magic outside school again. The third film he got in trouble, and this time he got in trouble again. However, it's revealed that the school did not believe Harry about Lord Voldemort's return. They didn't believe him. No, they didn't believe Harry. They didn't believe him. So when he's sent back to school, this new defense against the dark arts teacher, Dolores Umbridge, the same one that Harry saw in the court. In this one, she's a mean teacher. Yeah, she's really skilled with his Iron Fist. Then Harry begins having a connection with Lord Voldemort. And then he meets up with Sirius and Lupin and Remus. Along with the real Alastor Moody. The real one this time. Now, Fred and George freed the school from Dolores Umbridge's tyranny. There's another prisoner of Azkaban. There was another prisoner who broke out of Azkaban. It was Bellatrix Lestrange. And so they fight Lord Voldemort and his henchmen. And this time, this is when the court finally believes Harry and Dumbledore about Lord Voldemort's return. So Dolores Umbridge gets expelled from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and now he's heading back home. The sixth film, again, he's not living with the Dursleys again. And so Harry and Dumbledore are searching for the lockets. And this time Snape becomes the defense against the dark arts teacher. And now there's a new professor at the school. Wow. So Snape makes a deal with Bellatrix Lestrange that he would kill Snape. And keep with Dumbledore. And guess what? And he actually does so. They trial of Albus Dumbledore. As I read, I mentioned Sirius Black, he got killed as well. So first he lost Cedric Diggory, then he lost Sirius Black, now he lost Albus Dumbledore. Now there's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, where Harry and his friends are on a mission. So Dobby dies as well. Wow, it's Cedric, Sirius, Dumbledore, and now Dobby. Hey. So part 2 is the finale of all of it. The finale. And so Snape is dead. Snape dies. So Remus Lupin dies as well. And so Harry dies, but then he comes back to life and then he defeats Lord Voldemort. And his journey is ended. So a couple years later, he and Ginny raise children. So that's the end of all of it. So now to do a whole book collection of all of it. Starting. So, let me show you. I have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Then of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and then Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Then I finally have Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So I have all 5 of the books, so 5 of them. Yeah. And so all the books were written by J.K. Rowling. And and so I have all 5 of the books. And there's 2 I'm missing, which is 6 and 7. But I know I already revealed the movies. And I did hear that there's a new TV series coming out on HBO Max. I did hear about that. And I'm actually going to be looking forward to seeing the new TV series. I'm going to be looking forward to all of it. I want to know. I want to see how it does. Hope it's going to be good like the movies. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming TV series. I'm kind of looking forward to it. So that's my book collection of Harry Potter, from 1 through 5. So hope you all enjoy this book collection of Harry Potter. And don't forget to like and comment and share and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys the next time. And goodbye, everyone. See you soon.